Hi, welcome to Roots and Seeds. As always, we will see where you are now. Okay, we have the Hanged One. The Hanged One is the Hanged Man. In this deck, I particularly like very much the depiction of his cards because it shows the point, the landscape seen by the Hanged Man himself. So things would be like this, right? But the card is depicted like this, right? Upside down, which is, I think, a genius approach to this card, in my opinion. So this is the Tarot of the Abyss, by the way. So the Hanged One tells me that many things. First of all, you may be searching for a different way to approach a certain issue, a different perspective. You're trying to see things from a different perspective, a different lens, trying to see a different angle, see the situation from a different angle, from a different point of view, for example. Or this situation, by the way, happens if you put yourself in this position because you chose so. We all know that it's not very comfortable to be in this position, right? Standing upside down for a long time. So this is an uncomfortable position, but if you chose to, meaning if you are going through a situation that requires you to see it from different perspectives, then it's fine. It's your choice, right? But this card may be talking about as well a period of discomfort, a period of necessary metamorphosis, necessary rest. You, it's possible that you're going through a period where you feel like things stop moving and you feel kind of blocked. So we have these two scenarios. Basically, the question is, did you put yourself into this position versus were you put in this position by life? We will discover that. Or maybe we will find a third meaning, who knows? So under the deck we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands under the deck. I think for now, I will vote option 2. Because the Knight of Wands talks about someone that is full of energy, wants to rush into things, is full of energy, feels inspired, wants to fight the dragon, wants to go directly, does not have a real plan, doesn't really know how, but wants to go full speed now. It's that. But it's not something, it's not a thought, it's a will, it's a wish, it's a passion, it's a desire. That's why it's the Knight of Wands. It talks about the fire within, right? That urge to do, but the Knight of Wands, he does it. The page has the urge, but the Knight, he just takes action. And he's very impulsive. And this card paired with the Hanged Man, for me, it's like having all this tension, all this energy, just how you say it in English, restrained, like And this is not a good combination in the sense that someone with this passion that wants to go forward and take action is feeling like life has stopped them and put them in a very uncomfortable position where they cannot move and they have to see things from a different perspective. I don't know yet what we are talking about here exactly, but we will find out. We will find out. So, I would like to know the reason of this hangman energy here. I want to clarify. I would like to clarify this. The two cards here on the table, please. I would like to clarify the cards on the table, please. Can I know more about this hangman? I want to know more about this hangman. What brought you into this position? What's going on here? I would like to know a bit more, please, about this. What's the reason of this hangman energy? Opa, so many cards. Okay, we have the first one was the Eight of Wands. We have the Eight of Wands. And we have the Six of Pentacles. The Eight of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. At the bottom we have the Seven of Wands. The Eight of Wands here with the Knight of Wands, it's showing me that there is here, there was a clear target, and you're pointing your energy towards it. Here with the Six of Pentacles, I need clarification for this. I think it was, I think you had, you, it, someone offered you support for something, for achieving this goal, whatever this is. But it seems like you are always in the defensive position. You don't let people really get near to you. It seems like the goal of this, of you being stopped, is for you to realize that to achieve this goal, probably it would be important to considerate to accept other people's or someone in special, the support of someone in special, or the support of several people or a group. But it seems like you are always in this defense mode. You don't let anyone get near you. But the goal of this, the goal, because my question was, what is behind this hangman energy? Why you were put into this position, assuming that you're not the one who chose to be like this. So the goal here with the Eight of Wands, the goal is for you to recognize that in this moment of your life, in this particular situation, you may need the support of others. You may need the support of others, some kind of support. Because this Knight of Wands can be, like I said, he has a lot of energy, but he lacks the wisdom. He lacks the wisdom of the King of Wands, and he lacks the compassion of the Queen of Wands. And so the knights in tarot, they talk about that energy of the teenagers that can be a bit arrogant, not because it is meant to be arrogant. It has nothing to do with it, in my opinion. The energy of the teenager is what propels them to do the things, right? It's that arrogance is in fact healthy in their age as a teenager. And it's part of the lesson. It's the part of learning how to become an adult, is to hit the wall several times, understanding that not everything is that what I want to say with my broken English, um, that sometimes action without wisdom is not always the best solution. Sometimes wisdom wins over taking action with speed, with energy. Most of the times wisdom wins. So it's important to have the energy. It's important to have the will, the passion, the energy, and all of that. But if you don't align it with the wisdom, what you have is a high-speed car hitting a wall many times, just because you don't have a driver's license, for example. That would be the wisdom behind this example. So back to the issue. I think that you are in a position now where you someone someone or something put you some brakes, no? Say, hold on, you need to rethink this for a minute and listen to someone else's advice offered, because advice are kind of support, right? Support is not always material. Support can be uh, a word, an advice, a word of a friend, someone, or even a stranger. But you are someone put you the brake here, or the universe, whatever you believe in, put you the brake, put your brake here so that you could rethink this and see that in order to fulfill your whatever you want to fulfill, probably you should add a piece of advice or a piece of knowledge or even actual support, actual could be in the form of tools or money or resources of any kind. And it seems like you're pushing people away. I don't know why. I want to ask. can I ask? Let me use here another. Let me use here this deck. I would like to know. I would like to know more about the Seven of Wands. Why this energy here of the Seven of Wands? Can you clarify the Seven of Wands, please? Can we clarify the Seven of Wands, please? Well, okay. So the Seven of Wands, we have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups talks about the Nine of Cups talks about is the wish card, talks about all the dreams that you would like to fulfill, things that are very dearly to you. And we see here, in fact, the man holding one single cup as if it was something really, really precious to him. And it doesn't seem like he wants to divide it with anyone. So there's something here. You are pushing people away because this that you want to achieve seems to be very important to you and it's your personal dream. Yeah, that's it. It's your personal dream. It's something very personal. It's something very yours. And so you don't want to see others getting in the way. Probably it's even a private thing. I don't know. Probably it's even something private that you don't want to share with anyone. I don't know what we are talking about here exactly. That's up to you to see, to to analyze, right? At the bottom we have the Empress. So the Nine of Cups and the Empress definitely is something very abundant, something that you are growing with a lot of love, something that you want to enjoy for yourself, probably, and you want to protect. The Empress is not here in this deck, but the Empress is often depicted as a pregnant woman, and a pregnant woman has many times the instinct to constantly protect their bellies because there is that mother instinct to protect their babies, right? So there is, I feel this here in this Nine of Cups card. There is a sense of protection of something very precious and very fruitful, um, and you want to protect that treasure. You want to protect that treasure. It's yours. It's yours. But you know, if if you need some kind of support or piece of knowledge, you should have that in consideration, probably, right? If the cards are showing you here in this moment of this stars, is this moment of non-action, like probably you should rethink, see things from a different perspective. Let me ask about, put like this. Okay, so let me ask about the advice. What's the advice here? What is the advice? What's the advice in this situation moving forward? Okay, we have the Hermit. I love the Hermit card. We have the Hermit and we have the Six of Cups. Okay, so the advice here is you are in mm, this state here of the Hangman where you cannot move because life is asking you a change of perspective. and for a while you feel trapped. You are being, life is forcing you to see things from a different perspective, to look at your intentions, what you want to build for yourself, and um, rethink it, see it from a different angle. The advice here with the hermit is actually to use this time where you are now as a time of self analyzing, going within. The hermit is the hermit is a character that walks through life teaching by example, learning with everything and everyone around him, and teaching by example. The goal of the hermit is not to actively teach anyone. In fact, the hermit knows that we are constant students, eternal students and teachers at the same time, through our actions, through what we say, through how we act and react in life. So the hermit searches for those moments of silence, the moments of quietness away from the crowd, in order to be able to go within and constantly do a self-analysis of what he's feeling, his thoughts, and always using that inner light, that inner guidance to guide him throughout life. Um, and here his walking stick is a snake. Snakes are the sign, the symbol. They have a lot of symbolisms. There are a lot of symbolism related with the snakes, from wisdom to even not metamorphosis, but growing out of your old skin, right? That's what they do. And so it's a kind of growing from stage to stage, wisdom, different stages of wisdom. And every time you leave the old skin, you reach a new stage of wisdom, a new state of wisdom. So here, what I'm trying to say is use this period of inactivity to actually go within and search for this wisdom within. Reflect upon your what you want to achieve, the way you want to use this energy. And the hermit here with the Six of Cups is going a bit one step further and saying, do not only analyze, contemplate your present state, but make a journey to your past. Go revisit your past. Go revisit your memories. And for sure you will find an answer there. I think with the hermit here and the Six of Cups, you're definitely being called to stop and to stop acting by impulse. Go within with the hermit. Find yourself again. The Six of Cups can talk about your inner child, or your inner child can be several things, but we can be in a very practical way, can be talking about the, the child that you once were, the dreams that you had, your goals, what you wanted to achieve. Go back in time and do this introspection here, away from the noise, away from the crowd, away from the rush, away from this need to act by impulse that the Knight of Wands has. Make a journey in time. I will finish this reading with this oracle deck, sorry. Okay, so we have card number 22. It says Freiheit, which means freedom in German. So this card is, it's very interesting because this Hanged Man card, we see two birds in front of the man that is hanging on the tree. And these two birds, they remind me the conflict between our thoughts, the conflict between ideas, the conflict between um, between yeah, our thoughts, our ideas, our perspectives on things. They are conflicting. And here with this Freiheit cards, with a freedom card, we see a woman that has her own wings and making friendship here with a bird. So it's as if to find your own freedom, you don't have to search the wings anywhere else, anywhere around you. You, the real freedom, the real freedom, we build it for ourselves. You have your own wings, you just have to discover them. And usually we find them through adversity, through the hard moments, through the hermit experience. In the past, going backwards, analyzing, 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 analyzing. Um, Self-reflection, that's what I want to say with analyzing. Self-reflection. Search. It's time to see yourself. It's time for you to look within and search for your own wings that will set you free. That will set you free. At the moment, you are conflicting, your ideas are conflicting within you, and that's why you feel blocked. That's why you don't know where to put this energy. You don't know where to use this energy, this vibrant fire that is within you, and you don't really know where to. It seems like you don't have a goal at the moment, but not a goal. You have a goal, but it seems like it, you're not being capable for some reason to put that in action. That's why you feel blocked here. Instead of looking at others, right, set yourself free. You're looking at others flying in front of you, but you forgot that you have yourself, you have your own wings. Set yourself free by doing this self-reflection, going into the past, not as a self-punishment at all, not as a self-punishment, not at all, but try to know yourself better. If you do a self-reflection, if you try to understand why you did the things you did the way you did them, it's not to this is not meant to for you to punish yourself. It's meant for you to understand and know yourself better and better and better. It's that. Everything in life can be seen as a lesson, but you don't have to punish yourself for that. So at the bottom we have here Schatz der Erinnerung. I have to check this word just to see if I'm right with the translation. Exactly. Treasured memories. Treasured memories. And this brought us here to the Six of Cups that talks about this, the card of the memories, that card that talks about the past, the childhood memories, for example. So the Schatz der Erinnerung is a treasure of memories. It's like you can live your life to the fullest and still carry your memories, even the, the, the most hurtful ones. And being proud of yourself, as I said, has nothing to do with self-punishment. It has to do with embodying who you are, who you were, and carrying your memories with you because they are part of you, they are part of your story. And because these memories here with the treasure of memories and the Six of Cups and the Hermit, there is something very, very valuable in your memories, in your story, in your life story, something very valuable where you can find a piece of wisdom that will help you to unblock the state where you are now. So you're being called again to go back in time, to stop, go back in time. Use this time where you are feeling kind of blocked to go back in time and to set yourself free. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for being here. See you next time.